So after 6 awesome nights at Mata, we made our way to Twee Rivieren, watching all the campers rushing there with their trailers, everybody trying to get a premium site. But it's a really nice campsite. Twee Rivieren has all the amenities that you could be looking for.
Yeah, I completely agree. Look, it is flattened sections, but you also need to be aware that there are a couple of hilly campsites, which means that you might need, if you're traveling with the trailer, you might need to get a set of max tracks or put a brick under the tire just to raise it up a little bit. It is pretty open. There aren't too many trees around, so just make sure that you do bring either a gazebo or your own kind of shade, just in case you do get there later and you don't get one of the premium sites.
There's a lovely pool at Twee Rivieren, and during the midsummer where it's hottest, the afternoons are really nice at the poolside with lovely little cubicles. Our first night at Twee Rivieren we had to batten down the hatches because the storm was rolling in.
Unexpected rain, thunder, lightning once again. Yep, you saw the reflection of my car.
It was very quick to come in, and it hits you hard and then it vanishes.
And the kids are inside. Pardon?
I don't want to be at the bottom.
Bucketing down, we've had to move our fridge into the center of a little room that we created. It's just nuts.
Are we protected?
Okay, it's absolutely quite. I'm sure you can see the water there. Yeah, it's very wet. Sheesh, under a towel at the moment. So I'm going to show you the thunder lightning. There we go. Boom, boom. Another one.
More to the left.
Yeah, I saw. Okay, that bad, huh? Just above everything. Sheesh.
One of the big advantages of staying at the Twee Rivieren camp is that we've got 2 options that we are able to take on any given day. We have got the Auob riverbed, you can drive along, as well as the Nossob. There is the short dune road, which does link up the two routes, with 2 picnic sites along the way that just for toilet breaks or snacks, just to kind of break the long drive. Auob and Melkvlei.
One of the unique features in the Kgalagadi is that of the African wildcat. They usually appear in the very early mornings or in the late afternoons after dark, and they're gorgeous. They can sometimes look like normal domestic tabby cats, but they are obviously not, and they are quite spectacular to photograph.
The Nossob road between Twee Rivieren and Nossob itself can be divided up into thirds, with Melkvlei picnic site being 1/3 of the way and Skulk being 2/3 up towards Nossob. We've had some of our best sightings ever on this road, particularly between Twee Rivieren and Melkvlei. I'll never forget our first time in the park ever. We literally entered the park 10 minutes in, we had a cheetah crossing the road.
I remember that first encounter because it was also the first time I've ever seen a porcupine. Melkvlei picnic spot is really open and beautiful. It's one of my favorite picnic spots, and we enjoyed jaffles on many occasions at Melkvlei. I must point out on this trip though that the rains the night before had left all the braais underwater, so we had to use sand to build up the braai, and then we used our gas lighter really the whole time we were doing the jaffles just to keep the heat of the wood and the briquettes going. But it's so worth going there.
just a tip for those of you that do have kids. I mean, it goes without saying that if, say, for instance, you do spot a leopard, no matter how far or how close it is, you're going to spend a little bit of time to, with it, to either get pictures or just enjoy the experience. So pretty much just taking games for the kids. Books. Joshua, our little guy, he had a joke book, which is absolutely hilarious. So he was telling jokes the whole time while we were sitting at one of our sightings, which was a leopard. We were there for about 3.5 hours, 40 degrees. It was pretty hectic for the kids. Had we have not planned in advance, it would have been a really, really long 3 hours. Okay, so all the years we were going to Twee Rivieren, we've never been to the bird hide up until this last trip. Look, I mean, you have to kind of go behind the chalets. It's hooked. I mean, it's pretty much tucked into a little corner of Twee Rivieren, so it's not the easiest to find. Yeah, a nice option for the early mornings and evenings.
Other than jaffles, another camping favorite our kids have is pancakes, and we tend to do it on every trip. So you can have savory or sweet, but it's always good to have a variety of options and just make it more fun. And for our fifth and final installment of this particular summer Kgalagadi holiday, we'll be doing the 4x4 track at Leodrol, as well as our very first ever Cape Cobra sightings. See you then.